Hello, grade 11 and 12. Let's look at the functions again. We want to sketch the function f of x equal to x squared minus 2x minus 15. I like very much the method of completing the square. To me, it's a bit fast and it reveals a lot of features about the graph that I am about to sketch. So what I do is I'm going to complete the square. I'm going to have here squared. What will come inside the bracket is x. Then the coefficient of x here is negative 2. That negative 2 you must divide it by 2. Negative 2 over 2 is negative 1. So you are going to have here x minus 1. Okay, if you had a plus 2 here, you are going to say 2 divided by 2, so here it will be a plus. If it was a negative 8, then you put negative 4. If it was a positive 10, it will be a plus 5. So it's just half of this coefficient. That is what comes inside the bracket, and it must be squared. X minus 1 must be squared. You will then take down the coefficient, the constant negative 15. But you must make an adjustment here. You take this term, which is negative 1, you square it. If you square that, you get 1, then you subtract that 1 there. Even if it was a plus 4, let's say, you are going to say, what is 4 squared is 16. Then you subtract 16. If it was a minus 3, it will be negative 3 squared, which is 9. You subtract 9. You always subtract here, no matter where, if it is negative or positive. Okay, so let me revert back to my negative 1, which was there. Just a reminder again. So it's x squared will now reduce to x, so that the square will produce that. So it's x, then negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. That squared, bring down the constant, then make an adjustment. You square what is inside here, subtract it. Right, this is now equal to x minus 1 squared minus 16. So, from here I can be able to find a lot of things. Let me start with the turning point. The turning point is going to be simply 1 and negative 16. To get the value of x at the turning point, you will let x minus 1 equal to 0, in which case x will be equal to 1. So the x value at the turning point is 1. If this was x plus 2, you will say x plus 2 equal to 0, so x will be equal to negative 2. That will be your x value at the turning point. But in my case, the x value at the turning point is 1. The value of y is taken down as it is there with its sign. If it was positive, you take a positive. But here it's negative. I take it as it is for y. But I oppose for x for this reason. So this is my turning point. Then let me find my x-intercepts. So for x-intercepts, I'm going to let this whole expression be equal to 0. This is the value of y, remember? So at the x-axis, y is 0. So I'm going to say 0 is equal to x minus 1 squared minus 16. So you then treat that right-hand side as a difference of 2 squares. This 16 can be written as 4 squared. So this is a square, this is a square. This is a difference of 2 squares. What are the factors of such? I'm going to have this factor x minus 1, subtracting this one, which is 4, then x minus 1 plus 4. Remember, for difference of 2 squares, I put a negative, I put a plus. So this is now equal to x minus 5 and x plus 3 is equal to 0, which means x shall be equal to 5, or x is equal to negative 3. These are my x-intercepts. For y-intercept, it's very easy. You let x equal to 0 here, your y will be negative 15. So the y-intercept should be 0 and negative 15. With all these, you can now be able to sketch your function f of x. And the joy of using that is that just by looking at that, immediately you can get the x-intercepts very simply. And you can also infer the turning point, the coordinates of the turning point. And you can also find the axis of symmetry from there. Remember, the axis of symmetry is derived from the x value at the turning point. So the axis of symmetry is x is equal to 1. This is why I prefer the method of completing a square. Thank you so much.